Wanted to give a tour of this spreadsheet that I've built. Hopefully others will find this beneficial. Currently, actually, let me put this, I'm using this as an inventory record of the components that I have on hand. This is my personal value of stock. So you'll of course want to put your own in there if you choose to use this. But what I did was for each of these 5 alien flight next generation projects, I've consolidated all the different components that are being used so that this sheet here with the stock count is a unique list of the different components that are used. In other words, each component only appears once on this list. And you'll see where a particular component here, for example, this 8 millihertz resonator is used in all 5 projects, whereas this radio here is only used in the Whoop V2. For each of these, for the past 2+ hours, I've been looking up parts on Mouser and filling in manufacturer descriptions and values. And so obviously you get this quick link to Mouser. On occasion I'll look at Arrow or DigiKey as the exceptions, but Mouser seems to be doing me pretty well. So here on the parts list sheet, you'll see that for a particular project, this is the bill of materials. And in this column C, this is the quantity that's required for the project. And here I'm doing a lookup on the first sheet that shows how much I've got in stock, and if that number is enough, then I've got true in the sufficient quantity column. And so if I look at the rows for a particular project, I can see that the only thing I'm missing here is the F7, because that's false. I don't have a sufficient quantity there. And I can continue doing the same thing here. If I'm looking at the V1.2 Whoop, I can see I'm obviously missing a number of different things. And same for the Whoop V2 and the quad. I'm pretty close. I can probably build a whole lot of that, but I can quickly see what I'm missing. And since the Anubis is brand new, and I haven't gathered anything for the 16x16 boards, I have no inventory there. But you know, I can make sure that I've got all of my components for a build. I've got all of the references so that I can lay them out properly, and all of the descriptions and values here should be pretty consistent across all the different components, because these are lookup values on this stock sheet. So I'm sharing this. Anybody with the link can look at it and leave comments. And so maybe you guys can help me if you come up with better or more complete links for Arrow or DigiKey. Please leave a comment so that I don't have to do the lookup. I can just take the comment and paste it into this value. If you see any corrections, please let me know. Like I said, I've been working on this in mass edit mode, but looking for the consistency, I would find that there were some things that were used in one place or another. For example, I made why am I not seeing? Oh, here. So here's an example. On the F3 Whoop V1.2 bomb, it has this part listed as this, and I compared this particular part number with this part number that was showing up in all the other projects. Compared them side by side, and I found that they seem to be the exact same part, so I replaced it. This number doesn't show up in the original bomb, but it should be the same component. If it's not, please let me know. I did the same thing here with this micro USB connector. It was listed as this, is that a Molex? part number, or I'm sorry, this was listed in DigiKey. This is what you'll see on the original BOM, but it equates to this same part number, which is used in a number of different projects. So why not make them the same? There you go. Hopefully you find some value on this, and I'm personally committed to it being accurate. If you see anything that it needs correcting, please let me know. And if you see another project that you want to add on to here, inspire me. These are the ones that I'm kind of interested in right now, but if you want to have this more complete with all the other projects, then we can do that. Thankfully, we're hopefully working from a discrete set of components that they use across different projects. So obviously they're not all going to fit. One size doesn't necessarily fit all, but yeah, we'll see what we can do with filling this out. I think it's a pretty great learning resource for me because I'm seeing the difference between the sizes of the components. I'm seeing where they're used consistently across different projects, and I'm learning a little bit more about, just getting a little bit more in tune with why or where I might want to use a 10 microfarad. Is that what the unit is? A little bit more in tune with when I might want to use that particular component. Anyway, I hope this helps others, and if you have any comments, let me know.